What's up guys, and in today's video we are going to talk about why one should learn Python and programming. What are the advantages of Python in the modern market? So let's get started. Video is part of my Python for Absolute Beginners in English playlist, and this is the fourth addition to the playlist. So make sure that you check this playlist out and learn Python. First of all, we'll talk about why Python. Python is an easy language in terms of learning and applying. The basic syntax is really easy to remember, and you will see this later in this playlist, and you'll know why programming languages such as C, C++ have such a tough syntax to remember, but Python is a really logical language and it is really easy to remember. For example, if you want to print on the console, we will just write print a function and then we'll just print it. You can really look at by its name that how it's so logical to print it on the console, and everything in Python is structurally so logical and the basic syntax is really easy to remember. So that is why most of the people choose Python. Python has various uses and applications in the tech industry. Example used in machine learning, data analysis, website development, backend, and projects related to automation. Why machine learning? In machine learning, we can integrate sklearn and TensorFlow like modules with Python, and we can create more machine learning modules that can help us to know and predict what are the outcomes of a certain scenario or situation. The fifth point is you get easy jobs in the market. The market has a seeking tendency towards Python developers. In this market, the C and C++ industry has downgraded drastically, and you will see a graph here in the next slide. But the market nowadays is seeking towards Python developers. They like Python developers because Python is a growing language. More and more opportunities are coming in this language. As you can see here, Python is used for data analysis, web development, DevOps, system administration, programming, and you can even do parsing using Python. Your machine learning is used 31%, educational purposes 28%. So if any teacher is looking at this video, it is a really good tool for education as well. Software testing, software prototyping, and network programming are also various uses of Python. Moving on to the next slide. Why do we need to learn programming? Why should one learn programming? It helps to build logic and strengthens our understanding. Can do tasks which require less logic easily. Once you learn Python or any other programming language and you practice it enough, your logic becomes so strong that if you do any other task that requires less logic, for example, in business, if you require to sum the additional cost of debts or the market shift that is going to happen, it requires a bit less logic than the logic required during programming. So you will be really comfortable doing those tasks. It helps in career switch if one wants to do. I've seen many students who are trying to go from the business side to the computer side, and they have really had a tough time because they have never learned what is programming and what is the logic that is in programming. Helps to put it on resume and impress colleagues. Yes, Python is used to impress colleagues, and when you put it on your resume, the person who is looking at your resume gets a really good feeling about you. As companies nowadays are looking for business people with a technological side. Business is there at one place, but they are also looking for people who have a slightly technological bit. For example, there is Elon Musk, he's technological. There's Bill Gates, he's technological. There's Jeff Bezos, he's techno savvy. Just like that, the companies are looking for business people with a technological sway. As you can see in this graph, Java in 2017 was the most popular, but now it has downgraded a bit. And Python in 2017 was third, but now it is the first language because as you can see, it is incremented every year. It has a incrementation graph. It has a rising graph. That is why it is one of the best languages to learn for a beginner. As you know, we have downloaded our PyCharm IDE in the previous videos and our Python interpreter. So let's go to our PyCharm IDE to write our first code. I'll open my PyCharm IDE. As you can see, my PyCharm is booting up, and this was the module usage file that we discovered in the previous video about how to import modules. So I'll quickly right click on YouTube tutorials. I'll click on new, I'll click on Python file, and I'll write first project. After this, I'm going to write print And then I'm going to enter parenthesis and then a string. What is a string? We'll talk about that later in this playlist, but just right now enter your double quotes. For example, like this, a double quote, and inside that whatever you write is a string. So we'll write hello world, just like this. After you have done this, right click on the program and then select run first project. As you can see in our console, it is printing hello world. That means that we have finally created our first Python project and we have coded it. So congratulations to you guys if you have done the same. Write down in the comment section, and congrats to everyone who have wrote their first Python project. And by the way, you can write anything. For example, your name. I'll write a name of my subscriber. I'll write Siddharth. And as you can see, it has printed Siddharth. So you can write your name inside these double quotes, and we'll talk about what are these double quotes and what is this print function. If you like this video, just hit the like button and press the subscribe button to join the playlist. And if you haven't accessed the playlist, you can go on to my channel and you can search where the playlist is. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.